Hello and good evening. This is another skills check for your pleasure. So today we're going to be doing some foot and ankle tests and skills. So we're going to do a joint assessment and a couple of special tests to test the ligaments as well as the bony structures down there and swelling. So first we're going to do an anterior posterior joint mobility assessment of the talofibular joint. So normally we would assess these both sides, but for this purpose I'm just going to show you one. So Jonah, I have him hanging off the edge. Can you scoot up actually just a little bit? All right, that's perfect. And I have him right here. And because of the position of the talus, you want to go kind of posterior and inferior. So what's going to happen is I'm going to position him in about 25 degrees of dorsiflexion. And then I'm going to push C-grip right here on the talus. I'm going to push down. And we'll move into that position, that mobilization. Here, I'll move this hand. So you can kind of see me leaning forward into it. I'll show you on this side too. You feeling okay?
Yep.
All right, and then you're gonna go down, right in there. Just making sure that they're doing okay. And as I was working bilaterally or both sides, they were both pretty equal, so he would not have any joint range of motion deficits or arthrokinematic deficits. Now we're going to do a girth assessment, and I'll kind of bring the camera a little closer. But this is to assess the swelling in the ankle region. Just because with a lot of ligamentous sprains or strains or fractures, we get a lot of swelling here, and it's a good measure to take just so we can see if we're making it decrease. So we're going to start laterally, and we'll go in and around, and we'll meet it back here. So we're going to measure in centimeters, that's inches. We'll start right here at the lateral malleolus. We'll go down by the navicular. We love this sound. We really do. And go around. And we don't want it too snug, especially because we're trying to get a nice reading of the swelling. And on this side, he is 53 centimeters. You okay?
Yep.
All right. And then we're going to do the same on the other side just to get a bilateral measurement. Just compared to a norm. We'll go round down through that navicular all the way up and back. And again, trying not to get it too snug. And he is 53 on this side as well. So no real swelling or deficits in Jonah. All right, so now while we still have Jonah here laying down, we're just going to do a squeeze test. So we're going to squeeze the tibia and the fibula at a high point, and we're going to see if it reproduces any pain down at the tail or the tibiofibular joints to see if he has a high ankle sprain. So just let me know if you have any symptoms, okay, or if you have any of same pain that you came in with today.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to get down low a little bit, and we're going to squeeze. Nothing?
Nada.
All right, that would be a negative test. All right, so now we're going to do an anterior drawer test. So I have Jonah's ankle hanging off the table, and this is to assess the laxity or stability of the ATFL, or the anterior talofibular ligament. So the one that goes like right here. So, Jonah, you're just going to let me know if you have any similar symptoms, okay?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to stabilize right here. We're going to push the talus forward as we go up through here. How's that feeling?
Good.
Good? No pain?
Nope.
No symptoms?
Nope.
All right, and so we would do this similarly on the other side. Just like this. And we go up. Stabilize here. How you feeling?
Good.
Great. So this would be a negative test for ligamentous stability because they were very similar on both sides. All right, so now we're going to do a Taylor tilt test. Wow, that's a tongue twister. A Taylor tilt test as well as an inversion stress test while we're here. So Jonah, you're just going to tell me if you have any symptoms while I'm doing this, but this is just really to test the ligaments, okay, in the area. So for the Taylor tilt test, we're going to put you in its most neutral amount of dorsiflexion that can go. So is that comfortable for you?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. And all I'm going to do is invert the foot like this. Any pain? Any symptoms?
Nope.
All right. And we would do this bilaterally just to test the ligaments. So this one is typically for the calcaneofibular ligament. This one is a little bit tighter. Have you had any ankle sprains before?
No.
All right.
Not that I know of, anyway.
Maybe I'm just doing the test all wonky then. Stabilize. There we go. One more time, just for good measure. Stabilize. Internal. Good. Okay, and now we'll do the inversion stress test, which is more for this ATFL again, the anterior talofibular joint ligament. Sorry about that. So now we're gonna invert, we're gonna plantar flex his foot, and then we're gonna invert. So we'll stabilize, and we'll invert here, and then all we're gonna do. How's that feeling?
Good.
Good. So we'll invert, and then pull inward. Push. Sorry. Down. Stabilize. Invert. How's that feeling?
Good.
Great. Again, just a little bit tighter on this side, but not too worried about it. So this would be also negative tests for the inversion stress test as well as the Taylor tilt test.